My name is Peter Monroe. I'm the lead technician here at American Pinball, and I'm going to show you how to install your ball deflector bracket and your target reinforcement bracket for Galactic Tank Force. Starting with your ball deflector plate, you'll see it comes shipped with a protective film on it. You're going to want to remove that from the corner, just like so. Typically it comes off in one peel. To remove the tank off the playfield, we're going to take 3 screws off. And to do that, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. I typically use a 1/4 inch Phillips. And they're going to be here, number 1, number 2, and number 3 is on the other side of 1. And I'll start by doing number 1. Once you have your screw, I typically put it on the side inside of a magnetic dish so I don't lose them into the cabinet. Number 2 is going to be right here. Right into the dish. And screw number 3 is going to be on the other side. Just like we took screw 1 out, it's going to be on your left side. And like the other 2 screws, we put that right in the magnetic dish, if you have one. And after you remove your screws, you're going to remove this post right here behind the tank. I typically use an adjustable wrench because it's the easiest tool I have on hand. So you're going to put it right behind here, and twist to the right. And that's all you need to do. You're going to put your wrench down and lift up the wire form just a little bit so you can get some wiggle room in there. Twist and pop right off, just like so. Once all the screws are removed, you're going to slowly lift up your tank and see that the wires down below are for the LEDs. Just be very careful not to pull too hard and angle the tank just like so. So we can get to this spring right here. Don't worry about the wires. They're going to be okay as long as they don't pull too hard. So to get the bracket in, we're going to take the shiny side up, the pretty side we peeled the laminate off of, and pull the spring down until we don't see any more spring. We're going to use our 2 index fingers to get it nice and low and slip the bracket underneath the pin, like so. And once you hear the pop, you know it's in. We still have to reinforce it with the screws, but for now the bracket is in place where it needs to be. And when we put the tank back, just be sure that the wires are being fed down correctly and not in front of the target like so. Alright, we're going to reinforce it with the screws now. Now we're going to put back our post that we removed originally back behind the tank. Again, just like before, we're going to lift up the wire form, place it in like so, and twist it with our hands until it's tight. And once that's tight with our hands, we're going to grab our adjustable wrench and get a little more tight on that. Not too tight though, just enough that you can't move it anymore. There we go. And then we're going to grab our screw with our washer and our Phillips screwdriver, put that right back in there in place, like so. And that is all set. So for the bracket, we want to make sure that both holes are lined up on the bracket so that the screw goes through both the new brace bracket and the original bracket for the tank. And with our Phillips screwdriver, we're going to put it right through both. Just like so. And just like screw number 2, we're going to do the same for number 1. And once that's in place, you now see the ball deflector is firmly where it needs to be. Now that that's done, let's install the target support bracket underneath the playfield. And to do that, we're going to have to lift it up. The easiest way I find to do so is to put your hand right here on the apron and carefully lift up straight. And once you have that, you're going to pull out till you feel it hit the rails. Pull back till you can't pull anymore. Go nice and slow upward. Nice and slow. You'll hear the balls move, but that's okay. They'll stay intact. And once the playfield hits the back of the back box, it's all set. Now that we're underneath the playfield, you're going to need a drill with a 1/4 inch nut driver to remove the 4 screws that hold on the original bracket in place. You can find that right above the tank mech here. You're going to fish your nut driver through the wires, just like so, and remove them one at a time. It's only 4 screws that hold it in place. And that's all you need to take off. For those who have Galactic Tank Force games at home with bent switches, now's a good time to bend them back to their original spots. And I can show you how to do that with the screws out of the original bracket here. You can actually push from the other side downward so they come out, and you can grab the entire mechanism like so. And this is a perfect example of how they should look in the curve. You can bend them by hand directly where they need to be. But this is how it should look. And we take the bracket here, it looks like this, and you're going to place it like this directly on top of the original bracket, like so. Just like that. And when that's hanging there, we're going to grab one of our screws and anchor it in place. Just like that. Just want to go nice and slow so we don't snug any wires, accidentally break any connections. All right. And once our 4th screw is in, it's all set. That's all you have to do. And after you install those brackets, if you hear any type of grinding or disrupting noise, all you have to do is reach inside the tank and grab your robot and move him just like so. That should stop it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy your American pinball game.